Hey, church family. Have you ever noticed how Psalm 23 ends? Listen to this. Verse 6. Surely your goodness and love will follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. Surely goodness and love will follow me all the days of my life. So we've been reflecting a lot on what it means to shepherd, what shepherding means in our life as a congregation. And so we've been trying to draw you to the Good Shepherd, the Chief Shepherd, who from Psalm 23 on, and its ultimate fulfillment in Jesus Christ, the Good Shepherd, we see how our Lord shepherds us. And this pastoral short is going to be a lot more spontaneous and just sort of off the cuff than the other ones, because just this morning I was reading this again in preparation for Sunday and just preparing my own heart to hear a sermon about shepherding from Pastor Joshua. And I just happened to notice that verse 6. And I notice it doesn't say surely prosperity or security will follow me all the days of my life, but surely goodness and love will follow me. I mean, isn't that ultimately what we want? That's what we're going to be experiencing in heaven. It says, as we dwell in the house of the Lord forever, goodness and love, amongst other things, is what we'll be experiencing for all eternity. So one of the things I thought about, church, was how the older I get, the more I realize that, big good things can come along. And we can face these big questions in life. And we can see God do these huge things that remind us of his goodness and love. And yet I'm just aware more and more, the older I get, the more I follow Jesus, of just the small things in life, the small little glimpses, the small tastes of his goodness and his love. So one little silly example is I've come to just really enjoy scented candles. I am just aware of the fact that we are holistic creatures, we are embodied creatures, and so engaging the five senses. My favorite season back in my passport country, the US, was fall, autumn, and I miss the turning of the leaves and the sights and smells of the autumn season. And so up on my screensaver on my computer desktop, I have these pictures of fall foliage. But I've also got this candle here that's called Bourbon Pumpkin. I don't know who thought of, let's create a candle that smells like bourbon pumpkin, but it smells awesome. And it just makes me happy. It gives me this simple pleasure as I am working in my office and I light this candle and I just think about God's creation and all of his goodness. And it's just this small little gift, this small little reminder that, wow, there's goodness and beauty and good smells in the world. Or if you're walking in Karura Forest and you see a butterfly, like, is that just a butterfly to you? One among billions in the world flying around today? Is that just a butterfly to you, or is that God showing you his goodness and love? And I see you may be laughing at me right now. Like, these are just such small little things, but yet they're huge. Can that butterfly be more than just some little butterfly fluttering around, but actually God saying, I love you. Here is a small taste of my beauty and my goodness just in that little creation. So I wonder for you what it is. What small pleasure, what small joy are you not having the eyes to see right now, or the ears to hear, or the nose to smell? Can you look around you? And maybe you're already munching the grass, so to speak, the green pasture that Psalm 23 talks about that he's led you to. But can you look up and see even more where the shepherd is leading you? And to just see how he wants to bring along in these even small ways in the midst of life that can be so hard, ways that he wants to show you his goodness and love. So just a thought, feel free to let me know. I always love to sit down with you over a cup of coffee if you ever want to dive deeper on any of these reflections. Love you, church.